Yo, what is up guys? It's Karsten Craning back at it again with another YouTube video. Today I wanted to show you guys some pickups. It has been a while since I've done one of these videos, almost 6 months, and I have an insane amount to show you as well as a few favorites. So I just want to get right into it today. First we have some outerwear. This first pickup is probably one of my favorite things that I have gotten in the past couple of months. This is an And Wander rain jacket. It is the lightweight version. It's not like the full Gore-Tex. So the material is super lightweight, but it is made out of Perk-Tex, which is like Gore-Tex's cousin, which is on Perkies or something like that. But anyway, it's definitely super water resistant. You can wear this in the shower because of the Perky-Tex, and the water will bead right off of you. And it's like very thin. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but it is actually almost see-through or transparent. It has a really beautiful construction where it has really interesting seam placement. It has the tan zippers, and then also it has the 3M logo on it. If you guys don't know about And Wander is a company started by a former Issey Miyake designer who wanted to make hiking gear. And I became super interested in it because it has a lot of the very technical aspects that you would see in something like Issey Miyake, but it also has a kind of practical purpose to it. So And Wander has become one of my favorite brands recently. Next piece that I got is this Hamkiss vest. If you guys don't know about Hamkiss, it is pretty much a brand from China which makes clothes that have like this huge overarching storyline that's like rooted in sci-fi, and like it's kind of like Dune, I'm pretty sure. But so they have different factions and stuff, and they make clothes for each faction. But I got this vest and it's super cool. It's like this utility vest that doubles as a backpack. So you can actually remove this back part here and it can just be a vest. It's super heavy. It can either just be a vest or it can be a backpack plus a vest. You can actually put things in here if you wanted to, but I usually keep it together. But if you remove it, it just kind of takes away this giant back piece. The construction of this is actually insane. This is probably one of the nicest constructions and like heaviest and most durable constructions on an item I've ever seen. There's no chance of this thing breaking. Like if you would have told me that this could be used for the military, I would 100% agree. But the design of it is super cool. It's a little reminiscent of the CCP vests with just the kind of shape of it, but it's a little bit more interesting to me. I love the hardware on it. Just everything about this vest I love. Outerwear piece I would like to show you guys is this parka from Ruff Simmons x Vetamemes. I've been friends with the guys at Ruff Simmons and Vetamemes for a few years now, and I've been super excited about this because I've known about it for years, and they sent me one because they knew I was super excited. So I appreciate it. And this is the Death Grips parka, which is obviously a parody of the New Order parkas from Ruff Simmons in 2003. Ruff Simmons, the 2003 collection with the New Order parkas, was one of my favorite collections, and the parka is really what got me into high fashion pretty much. So to get this, it's super cool. Obviously I'm not going to buy the New Order one because it's $12K and that's stupid. But it has this giant Death Grips patch from No Love Deep Web. It says No Love Deep Web. Then it also has MC Ride's tattoo. Obviously the giant patch has this flap over it, and if you guys are familiar with Death Grips, you know what's under there. Since the patch is removable, and yes, it is under there. And then also, it's just a really cool jacket. The construction of it is super heavy, super nice, and it has a really great liner in it, as well as just being a parka that's removable. Great piece, love it. The construction of it is amazing. I love all the cool Death Grips inspired graphic. Moving on from like outerwear, I have like a few shirts and hoodies I wanted to show you guys. First is this Bauhaus shirt. It's a vintage shirt from like 2006, so like not super vintage, but you know, like a couple of years back. It's around 15 years old, so I guess you could call it vintage at this point, but it's worn in super well, and it's from a 2006 tour. It just says Bauhaus on the back with all the concert dates. But what I love about it is just the wear of it, the fading, and as well as the Bauhaus logo. It kind of looks like concrete to me, which I kind of think is like maybe Bauhaus making a reference to Bauhaus design with like concrete. Maybe I'm reading into it too much for just being a tour tee, but Super cool. I like this. I wear it a lot, and I found this with my friend Camden when we were thrifting, and he actually found it down the rack for me, so shout out to him because he let me have it. Anyway, the next piece I have here is this giant Ruff Simmons X Vitamemes hoodie. Obviously, this is based off of the Ruff Simmons 2003 collection again, and instead of having the giant New Order graphic or patch, you have the Viper patch from the Viper album, You Cowards Don't Even Smoke Crack. It's amazing, it's a classic. If you haven't heard that album, I'd definitely check it out. But the other thing about this hoodie is it's super heavy in construction and it's ginormous. You're absolutely swimming in it, which is just like the original Ruff Simmons hoodies. Those hoodies from that collection were gigantic. Anyway, this whole brand is just very true to the actual construction and shape of the original garments. Super high quality. I love this hoodie. Okay, now on to some pants and shorts that I have picked up recently. First, a few pairs of shorts. First are these Reseam shorts. These are from Reseam or Reseam, which is some friends of mine who make some great clothes. These are the boxing shorts. Love these, love the cut of them especially. They're just super wide and boxy, which I really love. And they're based off of boxing shorts with a couple of cool details, such as these little clips which you can clip things onto, such as your keys, etc., etc. And it also has really nice pockets. I love these, I love the cut of them, and I wear them all the time. And I would definitely go check out Reseam or Reseam. I think these just dropped or are about to drop, so I'll leave a link to that down below. Next pair of shorts I got are these Krakatoa shorts, which is a Russian streetwear brand that I don't know a lot about, but I saw these shorts online from a particular boutique on sale, and I don't regret buying them at all. They're probably one of the coolest items I've bought recently. What I love about them is they have this super wide, boxy, kind of boxer short cut, but they have these really cool zips on them which allow you to change the shape of the garment. So if you want it a little bit more slimmer, you can zip it down, keep it zipped all the way down, but if you zip it up, it's a little bit more flowy, and it has just a more flowy, kind of boxier cut. So I don't know, I really like these. The look of the zippers just themselves are super cool, but then the way you're able to change the cut of them is also super cool. I love the color, I love the material, and also the cut of the pockets. It's a super cool pair of shorts. Next, as far as pants go, are these super loud Cabela's rain pants, which I got for like $20 off of Depop. I wanted a pair of rain pants for in Seattle and also just hiking and other outdoor activities, and I wanted one that was kind of wider. I found these and I thought they would do the trick. They ended up doing the trick, and so I'm not really sure exactly what they're for, besides that they're Cabela's and I like the way they fit. The only downside of these pants is that they're super loud to wear because every time you walk around it's like... The last thing I got is this pair of pants from a Cold Wall. It is these quilted gray pants. And the thing that I love about these so much is that I've wanted a pair of quilted pants for a long time, but the way that the pattern is cut is that there's these certain sections of them that have been cut out and have unquilted sections to them, or like without the diagonal lines or seams on them. So when you're wearing these, it has different sections of different pattern to it, which I think is really cool and a different take for quilted pants that is a little bit more interesting. I've worn these a bunch for the past few months. Definitely one of my favorite pairs of pants, and I love a Cold Wall. I think their last collection was one of my favorite runways that I've seen in a while. So if you guys aren't on a Cold Wall, I check it out. I definitely have loved these pants a lot. And then finally, for some shoes, I have two sneaker pickups, both from Nike. I've never before been a Nike person until the last few months. I've always been a Nike hater. First pair of Nikes I have here, or footwear I have, is these Nike ACG Air Nasus. ACG is Nike's all conditions gear, which is kind of, they're slightly more ethical. I don't know how much that really is, but also just their more hiking and outdoorsy line. Their lead designer for Nike ACG has been super good, and these sneakers are super sexy. Unfortunately, I've worn these like every day, so they're getting a little bit beat up now, and I haven't cleaned them either in a while. So I'm super happy with these. I don't know, I would recommend them if you need an everyday sneaker. And the next thing I got are these puppies, which are the Nike CDG Home Blue Foam posits. I have wanted these for months. It's taken me a long time to track them down in the color I want and the size I need. I went all over Europe looking for these. If you've watched the last few vlogs and I couldn't find one pair of these in my color, eventually I just bit the bullet and bought them off StockX, but I'm so happy I did. I really love the design of these. They just have so many circles on them and spirals, and it kind of reminds me of the one Junji Ito spiral thing. But yeah, I love all the circles. It just drives me crazy. I love these sneakers a lot, and they've been kind of my grail for the past few months, and I'm super happy that I was able to get them. And I can't really say much more than that. Fortunately, I don't have any movies or TV shows to recommend. Just didn't watch very many in the past few months. Anyway, for book recommendations, I have Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace and Consider the Lobster and Other Essays. I know David Foster Wallace is somewhat of a meme, but I really have enjoyed his writing. I've never read Infinite Jest before now. I've read a lot of his little essays here and there. But yeah, I don't know. If you guys haven't checked out David Foster Wallace, I definitely check out his books. I would definitely recommend Infinite Jest, but if it is super long and super heavy, so if you want something that'd be a little bit easier beforehand, definitely check out his interviews, which are super interesting. Get one of his books of just collections of essays. Either way, he has a lot of interesting things to say, and I would definitely check him out. With that being said, besides that, I just have some music recommendations for you guys that I'll close you out with. My name is Carson Craning. Please like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And here's some music.
Yeah, I'm 20 years old, bitch, no, I'm not 21. I come shit, you still wanna cry, that's flawed to me. Need nobody, that's obviously. I wanna say the living devil cover my drinky. You drinky. Prison ain't with no bitches and she don't believe me. But she believe me if I pay the bill.
Don't to make a lean shootouts and do we walk like we
SpongeBob, the whole operation underwater. It's on
My own possessions that I hold for ransom. Back then when mama wasn't.
When you shake the game, I used to visit you.
The voice to bypass this fate. Said I'm only yours if you last.